Hi, I'm Jenny Johnson-Corless. Today I'm going to read to you the book The Warm Winter, which I wrote and illustrated. The Warm Winter by Jenny Johnson-Corless. Winter had just begun. Under a blue-gray sky, snow drifted slowly to the ground onto a sleepy forest. In the forest lived a tall green fir tree. Fir Tree stood all alone in a clearing surrounded by swirls and peaks of fresh, untouched snow. He loved how the snow collected on his branches. While Fir Tree loved the still, cold beauty of winter, it also made him sad because his animal friends were huddled in their burrows and caves for the winter. There they stayed warm while sleeping and dreaming about spring days to come. However, Fir Tree was wide awake and feeling very lonely. He wished for some company. He dreamed of someone to talk to. Fir Tree knew if he woke up his friends, they would be very grouchy. Fir Tree, alone in his thoughts, felt a small gust of wind as a brilliant red cardinal landed on a branch, causing the branch to sag and the snow to drift slowly to the ground. "Hello, Cardinal," said Fir Tree. "I've been waiting for someone to talk to." The Cardinal paused for a moment to sing a sweet little tune before flying off as quickly as he had come. As Fir Tree silently watched Cardinal fly off into the distance, he was startled by tiny feet running up his trunk. "Ee!" Fir Tree laughed. "That tickles!" Squirrel ran all the way to the top of Fir Tree with his cheeks full of nuts. He put them carefully into his nest. Squirrel scurried away so fast and did not even say hello. "Everyone is so busy," said Fir Tree. Over to one side of him, Fir Tree heard rustle, 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 crunch, crunch, crunch. He saw two pairs of eyes staring at him through snow-covered bushes. It was a mother deer and her young fawn slowly moving across the forest floor with their hooves crunching the snow underneath them. As they emerged, Fir Tree said, "What a wonderful surprise! Could you stay for a while? It would be so nice to have a conversation." Mama Deer nudged her baby along. She was too busy teaching her son how to find food beneath the powdery snow. "It is going to be a long and lonely winter," thought Fir Tree. His branches began to sink, and he felt like he was going to cry. With a heavy heart, he shed a big tear, which started to roll down his trunk. As the tear reached the bottom, he felt a soft nudging where his tear had begun to freeze to his bark. "Hello," said a quiet voice. Fir Tree looked all the way down and saw a white winter rabbit standing beside him. "I noticed your tear as I was hopping by and wondered if you'd like someone to talk to." Yes, I would love that," Fir Tree said as his words tumbled out in excitement. Winter Rabbit took shelter under Fir Tree's branches, where she stayed warm and dry from the falling snow. They sat together and talked about the winter days and nights and the spring they knew would come again. They talked and talked about all sorts of things. They found they had much in common. As the snowfall finally stopped and the sky cleared, they watched the yellow sun streak across the shimmering sky and then burst into a million colors. Winter Rabbit and Fir Tree stopped their conversation to watch the winter sunset together. As dusk turned to night, the twinkling star lights came out, and Winter Rabbit turned and gave Fir Tree a big hug. "You have made my heart so happy," said Fir Tree. "Thank you, thank you." "You're welcome," cried Winter Rabbit over her shoulder as she hopped back to her cozy burrow to go to sleep. Fir Tree gazed up into the clear, twinkling night sky and thought about the wonderful day he had had. Fir Tree smiled happily because on a cold, still night, his heart was filled with winter warmth.